Imagine this. Seville, Spain. The sun is just flooding the Plaza de España. An agent, we'll call her Anya, is scanning a crowded cafe terrace. She's there for a critical exchange. But here's the catch. Her entire Spanish vocabulary is just 12 words. Yeah, an impossible mission, basically built on a whisper. But before we dive in, if you enjoy stories like this one, please do me a favor and follow the channel and share this story. It's a huge help for this page to grow, and it lets me keep creating more of these for you. Okay, back to Seville.
So, a voice crackles in her earpiece. It's her handler. Now, on the surface, the mission sounds simple enough. Find the contact, give him the code phrase, and get the package. But you know, in the world of espionage, it is never that simple. The whole thing, the entire exchange, it all comes down to her using this tiny linguistic toolkit absolutely perfectly. First piece of intel, Anya, her handler says, the word is esta. It means is. You're going to use it to describe the state of something, a person, a place, anything really. It's your foundation. Anya just gives a subtle nod, repeating the word over and over in her head. Esta. Is.
Okay, so her first objective, she's got to secure a meeting point. The cafe is just buzzing with people, but her eyes lock on to this small, round table tucked away in a quiet corner. It's perfect. But is it available? She absolutely cannot afford a mistake here. She has to know for sure. Your next word is libre. Her handler's voice cuts right in. It means free or available. Combine it with your first word, and you can form the question. And you can almost see the pieces starting to click into place in her mind. She's got her first real tool. So now Anya has what she needs to build her question. She gets up from her spot at the bar, takes this quiet, steadying breath, and walks over to a passing waiter. She points to the table and asks, her voice totally steady, ¿Está libre? Is it free? The waiter gives her this polite but really firm shake of his head. No, está occupado. Occupado. That word just kind of hangs in the air for a second. Anya gets it immediately. Occupied. The table's taken. Okay, so the mission parameters have just changed. Now this is where it gets really interesting because of the double meaning. Anya's eyes dart across the room to her contact, a guy who's pretending to read a newspaper. He's tapping his foot, glancing around, looking nervous. He doesn't just look occupied, he looks busy, agitated. And that's when she realizes occupado means both. The target is not clear. So she goes back to the bar, orders a coffee she has no intention of drinking, and she just runs the new vocabulary through her mind, almost like a pilot running through a pre-flight checklist. Está, is, libre, free, ocupado, busy or occupied. Just 3 simple blocks, but they just built her a complete picture of the whole situation. And then, a faint vibration against her wrist. It's her smartwatch. That's the signal from her handler. The window of opportunity is right now. It is time to make contact, whether she's ready or not. Critical update, Anya, her handler says, and his voice is urgent. The code phrase is a question, but it's directed at you. So, está, he is not going to work. You need the you form. All you do is add an S, estas. And this right here is such a perfect example of how subtle language can be. One single letter changes everything. The code phrase she was expecting was pretty simple. ¿Estás listo? Are you ready? Listo is a word for ready. Anya just braces herself. She knows the question, she knows the protocol, and she starts to move toward the context table. But as she approaches, the entire plan just shatters. The man doesn't even wait for her to speak. He lowers his newspaper, looks her right in the eye, and asks a question she was totally unprepared for. ¿Cómo estás hoy? How are you today? That's not the code. It's just a normal, everyday question. And her mind is just racing. Is this a trap? Is this the wrong guy? Her whole mission is now hanging on her response to these 4 simple words. And then, in this flash of absolute clarity, she gets it. This wasn't a password exchange. It was a test of authenticity. The key wasn't some single phrase you could just memorize. It was the ability to build a genuine response, the ability to have a real, actual conversation. He asked how you are. Her handler's voice is suddenly calm, guiding her. So you answer with I am. The word is estoy. It's like the final piece of the status puzzle just falls right into place. He is, está. You are, estas. I am, estoy. She's got the first part of her answer. Now for the final key, Anya. To declare what you're going to do, you say voy a. It means I am going to. This is how you pivot from just talking to taking action. Voy a. I am going to. The lock is literally about to turn.
So in her mind, you can just picture it. The final protocol is assembling itself piece by piece. First, state her status. Estoy bien. I am fine. Second, declare her intent. Voy a. I am going to. And third, execute the action. The final key word from her briefing. Jugar. To play. It was all there. A real coherent response.
Anya looks back at the man, this calm little smile on her face. No panic, no hesitation at all. She delivers the line she constructed, not from some script, but from actual understanding. Estoy bien. Voy a jugar. I am fine. I am going to play. And the man's tense face just breaks into this huge, relieved smile.
Without another word, he slides a small, heavy package wrapped in newspaper across the table. She takes it, her fingers brushing his for just a fraction of a second. She stands up, turns, and just melts back into the anonymous hum of the Seville crowd. Mission accomplished. As she's walking away, the afternoon sun warming her face, the real nature of the mission starts to settle in. The test wasn't about knowing a secret password that, let's be honest, anyone could memorize. No, it was about understanding the simple, powerful building blocks of the language itself. It was a test to see if she could think, not just recite, to see if she could actually connect the pieces to build something new on the fly. And that really just leaves us with this final thought. True communication, whether you're a spy or just living your life, isn't about having the biggest vocabulary. It's about mastering the connections between the few words that really, truly matter. It's about building bridges, not just walls of words. If this story moved you or made you think a little differently, share it with someone who you think needs to hear it. And make sure to follow the channel for more stories just like this one.